Hello everybody. In today's video we're going to be working on a Canon AE-1 program that came to us with a winding lever issue. So if you look here, we have a winding lever that is tight and I guess it's moving in one direction and I'm forcing it back, but there's no return. Something's really not right with it. So we're going to basically investigate the problem, find a solution for it, and also in addition to that, we'll work on the overhaul and lubrication and see if it needs a light seal replacement as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by removing the bottom cover. Front cover next. And now the top cover screws. I'll go ahead and remove the film door, put it away. Okay, I think we see the problem here. This winding plate right here is missing a tip that's supposed to engage with a winding lever. Okay, and that's what is not there. Obviously that winding lever just moving left and right without anything to attach to. Let's go ahead and try to wind it manually. Perfect. Okay, so the camera is advancing, so all we have to do is basically replace this winding plate, which I do have. As we put it back together, I'll install a new one. So let's just continue with the overhaul. Removing the clamp. Okay, here we're gonna desolder 3 wires from the top cover, white, green, and black. Put the top cover away for now. Now we're gonna remove the battery. And desolder all the necessary wires from the main circuit board. I'm going to do a couple of screws from the front panel here. 1, 2, 1 down here. Okay, slightly remove the leatherettes from both sides. So we got another screw here. And one more screw here. Okay. I'm going to remove the side cover. Now keep in mind, my videos are not tutorials by any stretch of the imagination. All it is just basically me showing you what I do to get a camera repaired. Okay, so I don't make recommendations how to repair a camera, what to do about it. This is the way I do them, and I've been doing them for almost 30 years. If there is another technician that does it differently to get from point A to point B, and it works for him and it fixes the camera, by all means. Other than that, well, that's what we've got. All right, so I think we've got everything disconnected. Now we can try to remove that front panel carefully here with wires, and there you go. So for now, I'm going to put away the shutter portion of the camera. I'm going to work with the front panel. So let's see here. Okay, you can hear a little bit of a squealing. So we're going to lubricate it. And then there's also a squeal from the AE unit, so we'll have to lubricate that as well. First things first, I want to clean the AE unit's contacts here. Right over here. Now lubricate these 3 gears. Okay, no squealing. So we're good here. Now let's do the mirror mechanism. Okay, so our front panel is good to go. Now we're gonna work with a shutter. Make a couple of lubricating points here on the shutter bearings here. Bottom, just tiny little drops. That should do it. So let's go ahead and wind it. See what we get. Okay. Perfect, so we're ready to put it all back together. just cleaning the reset switch and the release contact. If there's any oxidation, that will help out with it. There wasn't before, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, so we've got this ready to go. Now the front panel. Okay, putting the 4 supporting screws, bottom 2, and then the top 2. Now let's go ahead and manually wind the camera, see if it works. Perfect. So all the gears and positioning is in place properly. Now we can reassemble and resolder all the screws. Pardon me, all the wires. The red and the black here on the side. These washers back in place. Side cover. Okay, I'm going to push that leather red back into its original position. One more screw on the bottom. Okay. Move these wires back here out of the way. And now we're gonna put the beeper back in place. The viewfinder back. Now I'm going to resolder those wires. Okay, looks like the wires are all back. Okay, let's test it electronically now. We tested it mechanically, it worked. Now let's just do a quick, there we go. Seems to work fine, so let's put everything back together now. All right. Clean the contacts just to make sure there's no oxidation on this ASA contacts here. Looks like it's a little bit dirty. Okay. Back goes the ASA dial. Okay. Spring. There we go. Power switch. Now let's look for that replacement winding plate. So if you see here, this is our old one with a broken tip, and this is going to be our new one with a good tip. All right, that's the difference between one and the other. Get that broken one out of the way, put the good one in place. There we go. It nicely springs back, as you see here. Everything is in working order. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together. Now, I'm not gonna cover anything related to cleaning or adjustment in this video. I've shown that in a couple of my other videos before, so it's basically repair and overhaul. Let's just put this back together. Now, just FYI, it's not really a common problem. This winding plate issue. It does happen when sometimes the camera seizes and the owner starts forcing the advanced lever regardless, and it basically bends and breaks that tip. Okay, so the problem is something else, and it exacerbates the issue even further. Okay, so be careful if your camera for some reason does not release. Doesn't matter whether it's this camera or any other model. Do not force anything on it, as it basically could cause an additional issue that may or may not be repaired as a result. All right, so I'm gonna put that film door back in place, and there you go. Original problem repaired, and we also conducted a lubrication standard overhaul, and that'll do it. Thank you for watching.